Okay, children. So today we will discuss about human eye, children. Human eye. Okay. So human eye and colorful world will discuss, children. In human eye lesson, I will just tell the summary, children. And apart from the summary, we'll do some questions also, important questions. Since for our this syllabus this year only 20 and 21, we don't have eye topic, children. Eye topic is not there. Myopia is not there. Hypermetropia is not there. Presbyopia is not there. Cataract is not there. And remaining all things are there, children. What are remaining all things? You will get out. What are the remaining all things? First, why sky appears blue? Why sky appears blue? Children, why sky appears blue? Okay, atmosphere consists of small particles. Atmosphere consists of small particles. We can't see them. Okay, small particles. When sunlight falls on them, when sunlight falls on them, they scatter only blue color. They scatter only blue color. They scatter only blue color. When sunlight falls on them, they scatter. They scatter only blue color. They scatter only blue color. Then you will get out why they scatter only blue color, sir. Because the wavelength of blue color and wavelength of the particles are equal. The wavelength of blue color and wavelength of the particles are equal. That's why they scatter blue color, and therefore sky appears blue. But for an astronaut who is in the space, for an astronaut who is in the space, everything appears dark because in the space there are no particles. In the space there are no particles, so nothing to scatter, nothing to scatter. Therefore, every light will go away. Therefore, everything appears dark. Then you will get doubts, sir, what is meant by scattering? What is meant by scattering? Scattering is deviation of light ray. Deviation of light ray. Scattering is deviation of light ray on hitting any particle. Deviation of light ray on hitting any particles is called scattering. Deviation of light ray on hitting any particles is called scattering. In this important concept, Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect means scattering of light. Scattering of light when passed through colloids. Scattering of light when passed through colloids. Here, in atmosphere, the particles will act as colloids, children. In atmosphere, the particles will act as colloids. Okay. In atmosphere, the particles will act as colloids, children. Okay. So, what is Tyndall effect? Scattering of light when passed through colloids. What is Tyndall effect? Scattering of light when passed through colloids. And here in atmosphere, small particles are. Okay. Some examples is like blue sky, appearing of blue sky in the in the thick forest. From fine holes, sunlight will be coming. That is also example. Fog formation is also example. Rainbow also sometimes we can take example, children. So many examples are there. Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Scattering of light when passing through colloids. Scattering of light will pass it through colloids. Scattering of light will pass it through colloids. Okay. Next, morning and evening. Why sun appears red? Morning and evening. Why sun appears red? Morning and evening. Why sun appears red means, children? This is Earth, children. Earth is not a perfect sphere. It is a little bit oval in shape. So morning and evening sun is far. Afternoon it is relatively near. Morning and evening it is very far. Afternoon it is very near. So by the time sunlight reaches Earth, by the time sunlight reaches Earth, by the time sunlight reaches Earth, all colors undergo scattering. All colors undergo scattering except red, because red has the longest wavelength. Because red has the longest wavelength. By the time sunlight reaches the earth, all the colors undergo scattering. By the time sunlight reaches the earth, all the colors undergo scattering except red, because red has longest wavelength. That's why morning and evening sun appears red. Whereas in the afternoon it is very near. When it is near, all colors reach earth. All colors reach earth without scattering. All colors reach earth without scattering, and therefore it appears white. When all colors you can see it is white. When no color you see it is black. When all colors you can see it is white. When no colors you can see it is black. Okay. In the afternoon it is very near. None of the colors undergo scattering. All the colors together you can see it as white. Okay. Next, early sunrise and delayed sunset. Early sunrise and delayed sunset. Okay. So what happens early morning? These are the layers of the air, children. These are the layers of the atmosphere. Suppose somewhere here you are standing and wants to see the early morning sun. Sun rays, sunlight will undergo refraction at different layers of atmosphere, reaches to the eye of an observer. Sunlight undergoes refraction and reaches to the eye of an observer. Sunlight undergoes refraction and reaches to the eye of the observer. Sunlight undergoes refraction and reaches to the eye of the observer. When extended back, for him, sun appears here. Okay, real sun is here, but he is seeing before sunrise only. He will see 2 minutes early. Why? Because of the continuous bending of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Continuous refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Continuous refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Okay, so sunlight appears, sun appears, rays before its actual sunrise only we can see. Next, twinkling of stars. Twinkling of stars, children. Same children, twinkling of stars also. See, children, these are the different layers. Suppose star is here. It undergoes refraction, refraction, refraction reaches. When seen, actual star is actual real position of the star is here, but it appears higher. Real position is here, but it appears higher. Real position is here, but it appears higher. Why? Because of continuous refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Second time, continuous refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Third time, continuous refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. And these layers will be moving continuously. These layers will be moving continuously. Therefore, light also appears as if it is flickering. That appears as if it is twinkling, but really stars don't twinkle. Why planets do not twinkle? Why planets do not twinkle? Textbook answer is each point in a planet acts as a source of light which nullifies each other's effect. Again, I'm saying each point in a planet acts as a source of light, which nullifies, cancels each other's effect. Third time, each point in a planet acts as a source of light, which nullifies each other's effect. Can anyone repeat this point?
Each
Each
point
point
of
on a
first
planet acts as a source of light which nullify each other's actions.
Effect. Very good. Any other student? Each point acts as a
Each point acts as a source of light which nullifies each other's light.
each other's effect, which nullifies each other's effect. Each point acts as a source of light, which nullifies each other's effect. Okay, and also children, actually planets don't have their own light. Planets don't have their own light. They are really big bodies. Why they are big bodies? They are very near. Therefore, if they are twinkling, also they won't. They only reflect the sun rays, children. The stars light to us. Real planets don't have their own light. Only what they twinkle, children. They are very big bodies. If they are like a dot, they can twinkle, but they are really big. Really big means they are very near. How can they twinkle? You can't expect them to be twinkle. Next, rainbow. How rainbow occurs, children? After after rainfall, atmosphere is filled with water drops. After rainfall, atmosphere is filled with water drops. Each water drop acts as a
Prism.
prism. So when light goes through prism, it splits into seven different
Seven
colors.
different colors.
When light passes through prism, it splits into seven different colors. When light passes through prism, it splits into seven different colors. The seven colors we can see it as rainbow. The seven colors we will see it as rainbow. Okay, children. And rainbow is occurring because of what? Refraction, total internal reflection,
Refle-
refraction, total internal reflection, and
reflection.
scattering. Okay, children. Refraction, total reflection, and scattering. Because of this dispersion, I'm sorry, children, not scattering, dispersion. Dispersion, refraction, total reflection, dispersion. Because of this rainbow will occur. Now, what is dispersion? Very, very important question, children. Every year in board exam they'll ask, what is dispersion? When white light
Splitting.
is passed through prism, it splits into seven different colors. When white light is passed through prism, it splits into seven different colors. That is called dispersion. Splitting of white light into seven different colors. Splitting of white light into seven different colors when passed through prism. Splitting of white light into seven different colors when passed through prism is called as dispersion. Okay, children. When you keep here a inverted prism, what happens, children? When you keep here
Again, white light comes back.
okay, again white light come back. Okay, children, when you keep here a inverted prism, see here. Here I will keep an inverted prism. Again the white light will come out. Again white light will come out. Okay, children. So this is called children combination of light. Okay, children. So dispersion means white light splitting into seven colors. When seven colors merge into one color, when you keep an inverted prism. Very, very important. Every year they are asking this figure from textbook. Prepare as it is, children. Prepare as it is. And children, here we have one experiment also, children. What is the experiment we have? Prism experiment we have, children. What is the prism experiment, children? In prism experiment, what we have? This is prism. Okay, here we'll draw normal. Here we'll draw one light ray. Between what angle to what angle? Only between 30 to 60, only between 30 to 60. Here we will keep two pins, and from this side we will see the pins. Wherever you see the pins, draw the line there and draw one line and join them. Okay, children, this is called angle of the prism. If this prism was not there, actually light ray would have gone like this, no, children. Because of prism, it is bending by this much angle. This is called what, children? Anyone? Angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. What is angle of deviation? It is angle between incident ray and emergent ray. What is the angle of incidence? It is angle between, what is angle of deviation? Is angle between incident ray and emergent ray. This is incident ray, this is emergent ray. What is angle of deviation? It is angle between incident ray and emergent ray. It is angle between incident ray and emergent ray is called angle of deviation. Okay, children. And formulas also I gave, children. If ever you remember, A is equal to I plus E minus D. What is the formula, children? A is equal to I plus E. This is E minus D. Okay, children. What is the other formula? A is equal to, this is first refraction. This is second refraction. R1 plus R2. Many of the people will say this is I1. This is I2, children. So we can write as I1 plus I2 minus D. Okay, children, at minimum deviation position, what happens, children? Do you remember? At minimum deviation position, I1 will be equal to I2, R1 will be equal to R2. I1 will be equal to I2, R1 will be equal to R2. So this will become what, children? Anyone? A is equal to 2I minus D. And this will become what? A is equal to 2R. These are the formulas you should remember, children. Okay, in the textbook they won't give this formula, children, but this figure they will give. This figure is important, but in experiment, your laboratory manual, all these formulas are there, children. Laboratory manual. So, children, this is about human eye lesson, children, and this is a prism experiment which we discussed. And since eye and myopia and hypermetropia and presbyopia and cataract are not there, all these topics are very, very important. Okay, children, among all colors, which will have more wavelength, children? Anyone? Which is having more wavelength among all colors?
Red, sir.
Red.
Yeah, red has more wavelength and this has least wavelength. Because this is more wavelength, less deviation, and this is more deviation. Less deviation, more deviation. That's why it will come down. This will go without deviation. Okay, children, this is about human eye, and some important questions we'll do from this lesson, children. 25-30 questions I will do. All of you see, children, if ever it comes in exam, how to answer. I hope everyone of you understood, children. This is the lesson, and what I suggest how to write an exam, children. The paragraphs which they have given, whatever they have given in textbook, better you learn as it is and write them in points and underline keywords. Better you learn as it is. If you write on your own, children, many times there are possibilities that you do mistakes. Okay, please write as it is from textbook. Learn them as it is, children, and write them in points and underline keywords. If your diagrams are there, better you draw diagram also. See, children, without diagram also, everything I explain with diagrams only. Everything I explain with diagrams. So children, so better you practice them from the lesson textbook only. Read textbook again and again. How many times possible, that many times. Use textbook terminology only, because key will be prepared in the board exam from the textbook only, not from any other reference material. Kindly go through, children. Okay. So we'll do some important questions in this lesson, children. First question.
Sir,
Yeah.
do we have any what do you call extra topics on like different types of light?
Different types of.
Different types of light, like uh, UV rays and
Yeah.
infrared light. Do we have that topic, sir?
No, the topic is not there, Nana. Infrared causes only heating effect, and UV rays does not reach us because ozone layer is there. What is the cause of heating effect? Means remember infrared rays. That's all. That's all we will ask, children. So some of the questions, short questions, I will discuss again. All of you see here. First question. Okay, children. If you know the answer, you tell me, children. If you don't know the answer, I will be teaching you, children. 1 second. First question. Children, are you able to hear me? Can anyone please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, children. Some questions I will be asking children. If you know the answer, you let me know. Please listen to the questions carefully. First question. Okay, human is now there part of the in which neurocognitive nerve person supports the nature of violence. All questions are from human eyes only. Which component of it? Yeah, tell me children first question. Which component of light is least scattered or least scattered? Which component of light is least scattered? Anyone?
Red.
Red. Which component of light is least scattered? Means light is least scattered, least deviated. Least scattered and okay, okay, children. Next question. Give an example of in nature which shows the sunlight may be made of different colors. Sunlight is made up of different colors. In the nature, for example, sunlight is made up of different
Rainbow.
colors. Rainbow. Because of the rainbow, we understood that sunlight consists of different colors. Name the phenomenon due to which we get light from sun before sunrise. Why we can see
Fraction of
Refraction.
sunrays.
refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Refraction of light occurring at different layers of atmosphere. Which phenomenon is responsible for making the path of light visible? Which phenomenon is responsible? Tyndall effect. Very good. Which phenomenon is responsible for making the path of light visible? Path of light visible is because of Tyndall effect. Path of light is visible because of the Tyndall effect. Next question. Give an example of phenomenon where Tyndall effect can be observed. One example. Tyndall effect.
Sir, in the forest, canopy.
Dense forest.
In the fog, in the dark room to a fine hole, and even sky appearing blue. All these are the best examples. Next question, children. See, children. So all questions are there for my lesson, but I is deleted for you. That's why I'm not able to say. Okay. Yeah. Draw a ray diagram to show the refraction of light through glass prism. Mark on it incident ray, emergent ray, angle of deviation. Is asking, draw a light through prism. One light comes here, normal, rarer to denser, towards the normal, denser to rarer, away from the normal. If prism was not there, light ray would have gone like this. Because of prism, it is bending by this much angle. This is called angle of incidence. This is called angle of emergence, and this is called angle of deviation. If you want, this is angle of prism. Don't write extra what he did ask. I'm just saying, and this is first refraction, this is second refraction. Whatever he asked you to label, do labeling of that only. Don't do anything extra labeling. Be careful, children, regarding that. Okay. Give reason. The extent of deviation of ray of light on passing through glass prism depends on its color. Is there anything like that, children? Okay, so when light is passed through prism, do all of them deviate with the same angle?
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Violet deviates most. Okay, and red deviates least. Red deviates least. Violet deviates most. Red deviates. Light of red color are used in danger signals. Why? If this question comes in exam, how you will write?
Sir, it deviates more.
It deviates.
Why light is used in danger signal? Means like this you should write. Because it has longest wavelength. Number one. Longest wavelength. Underline longest wavelength. Leave one line gap. Second one. Okay. It is least scattered. Underline least scattered. Give one line and write down. It is least deviated. Underline. That's all. 3 points. 1 mark or 2 mark or 3 mark. How many you write this one, children? Is the best answer. Leave the gaps and underline what to underline. You should know, children. Okay. So next question. A glass prism is able to produce a spectrum when white light passes through, but glass slab does not produce spectrum. Why? Glass prism is able to produce spectrum, but glass slab is not able to produce spectrum. Why? Because it has parallel surfaces. Children, for this question, the two refracting surfaces should not be parallel. Here they are not parallel. Some angle it is there, but here they both are parallel. When they both are parallel, how can the light split into different colors? Therefore, here you can't see. Okay, children. If Earth has no atmosphere, what change will you observe in the length of the day? If Earth has no atmosphere, what change would you observe in the length of the day? Anyone, children? Anyone? If Earth has no atmosphere, what change will you observe in the length of the day? Anyone in the question? Class children, the best answer.
Sir, it will be shorter.
It will be shorter by. It will be shorter by.
Because layer refraction won't occur, no, sir.
Length of the day becomes shorter by.
Refraction won't occur because layers of atmosphere are not present.
Yes, Nana. Morning 2 minutes early we are seeing.
Yeah.
Evening 2 minutes delay. So
Yes.
4 minutes length of the day gets shortened. That's all. If Earth has no atmosphere, the length of the day gets shortened by 4 minutes. Because refraction of light won't occur from the sun to the earth. The length of the day gets shorter by 4 minutes. Morning 2 minutes early, evening delay 2. The 2 plus 2, 4 minutes. If Earth has no atmosphere, length of the day becomes shorter by 4 minutes. If Earth has no atmosphere, length of the day becomes shorter by 4 minutes. Why no rainbow could be observed from the surface of the moon by the astronauts? What should be the possible reason? Can anyone say, children?
There are no particles present, so no scatter.
Yeah. So, children, no rainbow could be observed from the surface of the moon by the astronauts. Why means moon don't have any particles, children. Moon don't have any particles. Moon don't have, first of all, atmosphere. Moon don't have atmosphere. And when there is atmosphere, no water droplets. When there is no water droplets, no prism. When there is no prism, water droplets only acts as prism. No, therefore rainbow you can't see in the moon because there are no particles. Why do we observe random wavering or flickering objects near the fire or on very hot day? On very hot day, why do we see a flickering of the objects, children? Okay, children, why do we see on very hot day flickering of